Guys, today what we're going to do is we are going to draw ferry boat. Okay, so let's see the supplies that we need. We need crayons, we need watercolor, we need half a paper, and I have something here to practice draw a boat. Okay, so let's see how we are going to draw the boat. You are going to put the paper in the the landscape style. Okay, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to draw the water. Okay, so for the water, it should be just like 2 fingers. So on the bottom of the paper, leave 2 finger space, and then you can just draw a squiggly line. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is now we are going to draw the ship, the shape of the ship. So I'm going to draw a horizontal line like that. I'm going to leave like maybe 3 finger space on either side. A horizontal line starting from here all the way till here, 3 finger space on this side also. I'm going to draw a line coming down like this, and it's not a straight line coming straight down, it's going like this, inwards like that, and another line coming down like that. Okay, now the next thing what we're going to do is we are going to, this is a cruise ship or like a ferry ship, so we are going to add a deck on top. So I'm going to draw another horizontal line like that. It's not the same length as the first one, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to draw a line coming down. Got that? Now we are going to add another deck. So another horizontal line, but it should be smaller than the second one, and then we are going to connect it to the second deck. Now we need to draw the stacks through which, it's called the smoke stacks. We're going to draw that through which the smoke come out. Okay, so I'm going to draw 2 lines like that. It will look like a square. Can you see a square here? A small square. Maybe you can even draw, should we draw 3? It's up to you. If you want to draw 3, you can draw 3 smokestacks. If you want to draw 2, it's up to you. You can draw 2. I'm going to make another one. Let me see if I have a space for 3. I'll draw 3. If I have only space for 2, I'm going to just leave 2. Got that? I'm going to put a rectangle on top. Okay, how does it look? Now what else is missing? We need to draw the draw some smoke coming out of this, right? So I'm going to add the smoke. It's like a small cloud coming out of this. Ooh, smoky. Okay, now let's draw the windows. So on the top deck, I'm going to make circle shaped windows. You can draw as many circles as you can that will fit in that. The next one, I'm going to make windows. I'm going to make a rainbow and then connect it. Rainbow, connect it. Windows this way. Okay, then I'm going to add more windows on this one. Let me see another picture. Maybe you can go all the way till here. You can make windows or, yeah, bigger circle windows. So now the boat or the ferry boat or the cruise ship is done, right? So now all that needs to be done is color this. So before we color, if you want, you can add some birds flying around. Okay, so I'm going to make a line like that, another one, maybe a seagull like that, another seagull like this. Okay, then that's all that needs to be done. So the drawing part is done. Now I'm going to put this away. I'm going to take my paper. You guys are ready to draw on the paper, right? So I'm going to put this down, and the paper we are going to put it in the landscape style. The first thing that we need to do is to draw the water. So I'm going to leave like 2 finger space or 1 finger or 2 finger space on the bottom, and then I'm going to draw a horizontal line. It doesn't have to be a straight line, it can be a little squiggly line, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to draw the shape. So the first thing, I'm going to leave like 3 finger space on this side, 3 finger space on this side, and then I'm going to draw a line like that, connect it. I'm going to come down the line like that. Keep in mind that it's not going straight down, but like this, inwards. I'm going to add another deck, and it is not as long as the first deck. Okay, so then curvy line. I'm going to add another deck. Oh, okay, then the smokestacks. So 1, 2, I think this one also has only 3. I'm going to add a rectangle on top of this. Okay, let's add some smoke. The smoke would be in the same direction, okay, because it is wind. The wind would always take in the same direction. One would be this way, one would not be this way. Let's add the birds. Another small one here. If you want to make one more small one, I made 3. Okay, and let's add the windows. I made this one, rainbow shaped windows. I'm just going to add big circles. Okay, so we are done with this shape. So let's outline this. So you're going to take your black crayon and then go over all the lines. Okay, should we add something else to this? Okay, so I'm going to make the water first. I'm going to outline this part of my shape, outline the windows. I'm going to finish each step. Okay, the next deck. Then final deck. The smoke stacks. The smoke. This birdie. Okay, you don't erase it because you are using crayon, so it's going to spread. I'm just erasing this because this is a marker. Okay, you don't do this step. Do not do this step. next what we're going to do is we are going to start coloring this. So you're going to take your crayons, the other colors. So what color do you want your ship to be? If you want your ship, the entire ship to be white, you just can color the decks and stuff. I'm going to leave the ship, most of it white, okay? Only the windows and some part of the decks I'm going to color it. So let's take the, this window, I'm going to make it blue. Okay, so that is done. I'll color this part also. Maybe I'll use maybe yellow for that part. I could have colored this with marker also. The inside, inside windows, the small areas, I could have colored with that because I'm surrounding it with crayon, right? So it would have been safe, but it's okay. Okay, that part is done. Now let's color the next deck. What color should we do there? Maybe I'll use blue, this blue here. Yeah. And so almost there. You can color it nicely to make it look nice and bright because you are not coloring much of the shape, only a little bit of the shape, right? So color it nicely. Maybe the windows, should I leave it? We can leave it white if you want. I'm going to color this black. You could have colored it red or whatever. Here I'm going to color red. Okay, now I'm going to put this away. I'm going to take the watercolor. Take the water and let's pick the colors. Actually, I used my watercolor just now, so it's still wet. So if it is dry, all you need to do is add some water to it. I'll be using blue and a little bit of purple. Okay, so add water to purple as well as blue. Okay, I'm going to start with blue. So I'm going to swirl my brush in blue. And then first thing that you need to do is, this is going to be a little bit tricky coloring this. So if you think this is a challenge, but we are going to take up this challenge and do this, right? You can do this, I know. So I'm going to hold my brush like I hold my pencil, but make it stand on the tippy toes like a ballerina. I'm going to make a line around my smoke. I'm going to take my time and do this. I'm going to make a fence. Okay, so I'm going to go around this like that. Each time the water is dry, dip it in. The brush is dry, dip it in the water. I'm making a fence around my ship and the smoke. Okay, I need to now go this way, this way, this way. So I'm making a fence. I don't want the paint to get on my, so on this. Now around my seagulls. Seagulls are white. We don't want to color them blue. Make a fence around the seagull also. You could have put white inside the smoke part and on top of the seagull to prevent the paint getting in, but I think you guys are now ready to do this without that. Okay, so now I'm going to dip in the water, dip in this, and then I'm going to color this now. Because there is the fence, I can color this a little bit more easier. Can you see? Dip in water, dip in the paint, come back, fill in the space. Dip in water, dip in space. Spread the paint. If there is a pool of paint, see that you're always holding the brush above the metal part. Okay, now this part is done. Now this side. Be careful not to get on the ship. Dip in water when your brush is dry, and then you go back and dip it in the paint. We don't want to paint with a dry brush. See that each time you come back to paint, you're holding the brush in the right way. Okay. Okay, for the sea, I thought of making it a little bit darker by adding purple, but I think we'll add green to it. So I'm going to add a drop of water to green instead of purple. Okay, I'm going to dip in this and swirl in green. I'm going to now dip in blue and then paint. So see what happens. It is like a bluish green. Dip in water, dip in green, dip in blue, and then I'm not swirling in blue, I'm just dipping in blue. I don't want to mix the colors. I'm just taking the color, dipping in water, dip in green, dip in blue, then paint this. I'm going to go along this wave line and then color that. Dip in water, dip in green, dip in blue, and finish this. Dip in water, green, blue. That we are done. Okay, so in case you need to go back and color somewhere, please wait for it to dry. So this part is dry, that's why I just went and made the spread out the colors here, because some part it was looking a little bit too dark. Okay, otherwise don't do any painting on the keep on painting the wet area again and again, because it's going to rip your paper. So the ferry boat or the cruise ship, we can call it the same, both look almost the same. So I'm going to we are done with that. what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to take a picture of this and email me so I can see how you did this. Okay, before you put this away, I want you guys to wash your brush. So how you wash is like sweeping the floor, go up and down, up and down. Now your brush is clean, wipe on the rim, put it on the side from where you took this out, but you are not going to close your watercolor right now because the watercolor is still wet. We want it to dry, okay, before you close it. And then if there is paint splattered, I hope not, I'm sure you didn't spread out the paint like that. You can, once it dry, you can wipe the thing off, okay, and then you can close this. So till we meet next time, bye bye.